I locked myself in the kitchen while 60 starving children begged me for food. I find this horror-themed summer camp online and literally squeal. This camp, only a few hours from me, runs horror activities all summer long. Haunted trails, fake murders, jump scares, the whole deal. Problem is, it's for kids only. Then I see they need counselors, and my brain goes, wait, I can get paid to scare children all summer? That's literally the dream. I'm 21, just graduated with my BA, and the idea of spending 3 months chasing after terrified 10-year-olds with a chainsaw sounds way better than anything else. I sign up, get accepted, and show up on day 1 with a duffel bag full of snacks and enough hype energy I could power a small city. However, my happiness meter hits tar when I meet the head counselor. He's 30, only has this job because his uncle owns the camp, and he's terrible at it. The first week I'm stuck scrubbing toilets alone because he won't enforce any cleaning schedules for other workers and campers. Kids track mud everywhere, leave wet towels in piles. The head counselor shrugs. Kids will be kids. Then I find pee puddles outside the cabins. Kids are now going outside instead of walking to the bathhouse at night. I tell him we need stricter rules. He laughs in my face. You're being uptight. By week 3, a few older boys with a nasty attitude start making it their mission to torture another little boy at the camp in the most unique ways possible. I find the poor thing rolled up and duct taped inside a smelly yoga mat, and another time trapped underneath a turned over canoe with rocks stacked on top. When I tell the head counselor about the bullying, he grins and says, boys will be boys. I'm 21 trying to explain basic safety to a 30-year-old man who keeps looking at me like I'm the problem. While he's like, oh, Kaides are bullying each other? Let's have 0 consequences. I document everything anyway, even though he ignores all my emails. Then comes taco night. I open the kitchen fridge and the smell hits me like a slap. The ground beef is gray and slimy. I hold my arms as far out as I can when I lift the package to check for the expiration date. It's still good for another 2 days. But then I spot the soggy and bloody puddly on the counter where the meat must have been left out. The last one in here was the head counselor. The meat is completely spoiled. If we serve this, 60 plus kids will be violently sick within the hour. My heart is pounding when I find the head counselor outside. I explain, this meat for the tacos is bad. We need to throw it out and order pizza or something. He rolls his eyes. Just cook it really well done. Stop being dramatic. Something inside me snaps. I walk back into the kitchen, lock the door from the inside, and sit with my back against it. My hands are sweating, but I don't move. Pretty soon, kids start banging on the door, asking where dinner is. The head counselor yells through the door, what the hell do you think you're doing? I yell back, I'm not feeding 60 kids rotten meat. Throw it out and order real food or I'm staying here all night. He threatens to fire me. I say cool, but I'm still not moving. My heartbeat echoes in my ears. Kids start telling the head counselor they're texting their parents that they're being starved. I hear him panicking outside. Several hours later, I hear the camp owner arrive. What the hell is going on? I'm getting calls from parents saying their kids haven't eaten. Other counselors and a crowd of kids gather in the doorway watching everything go down. I unlock the door and open it. The owner walks and quickly reaches to cover his nose, saying, by the smell alone, I can tell this meat is rotten. You can't feed this to children. He turns to his nephew. You were going to serve this? The head counselor stammers something about, if you cook it long enough, the owner pulls out his phone and hands it to me. Start ordering takeout. Pizza, Chinese food, sandwiches, anything that can feed 60 kids and get here fast. Then he points at his nephew. You're personally calling every single parent to apologize. You're issuing full refunds. And you're telling the parents to come pick up their kids because we don't have the food supply to safely continue this camp. The head counselor's face crumbles like a cheap cookie. Over the next 2 days, I coordinate pickups, return equipment, and make sure every single kid gets home safe with their belongings. On the last day, the owner asks me if I'm interested in a more permanent position.